Good evening, everybody. This is Kristen with Coldwell Banker Residential, and it is time for another video blog. I know it's been a few weeks, probably about 2 weeks since I did one. I want to touch on a topic, though, that isn't going to just be for buyers and sellers. I'm actually going to do this blog, and it's going to be for real estate agents as well. I'm having a lot of my houses come off the market, which is always a very good thing. Unfortunately, not everybody's home is selling as quickly as we would like. After every time a home is shown, everybody knows that you look for feedback. So I'm going to touch base on it for everybody. First up is the buyers that are going out to open houses, buyers that are also working with an agent. The reason you get so many calls from real estate agents after you attend one of our open houses is not because we want you to specifically buy that house, because truth matter is, if you came to the open house and you loved it, chances are we already know that. The reason you get calls after an open house is because our homeowners are going to ask us for feedback about what you thought of the house. The easiest way to get us to stop calling you is to pick up the phone. We're going to keep calling you. We're going to keep emailing you because we need to get that information for our homeowners. It's very simple feedback that we're looking for. A lot of people don't know what to say to us when we call. So the main things you want to let us know as real estate agents, and you can always just email us back if you don't want to call us back, is what you thought of the house, if it was a potential possibility for you, or if you were just not interested in it at all. 2, how well did the house show? Did you think there were certain things that could be done to help it present a little bit better when buyers came to see it? And 3, what you thought of the price in your opinion. Now, if you don't have an opinion on the price, tell us that. This way we can tell them. They didn't have an opinion about the price, but this is what they thought of it. Okay? Homeowners, please be aware of the fact that we can't always get feedback from every single person that came to the open house. Sometimes they will slyly put down the wrong phone number or give us the wrong email address. So it's not overly unusual to not be able to reach somebody that came to an open house. Do not take it personally, but as long as you know your agent is putting their best foot forward with getting that feedback, it's not unusual for 1 or 2 people to put down a wrong phone number. That also being said, the most common time I get a wrong phone number is when somebody's working with a buyer's agent. The key thing as a buyer, you need to go out to these open houses with your buyer's agent's card and or have their phone number on hand. This way, when you sign into our sign-in sheet, you can tell us, I'm working with Jane from Exit Realty. Here is her phone number. And then I'll call her for the feedback. This way I don't have to ask you. That's the reason why you're working with a buyer's agent. That being said, let your buyer's agent know what open houses you went to over the weekend. Just shoot them an email and say, we saw this house, and this house. This was our feedback from it. And I think as agents, especially as buyer's agents, we need to start making sure that we do these things and we get this information from our clients. That also being said, I'm going to reprimand a few agents, and they're going to know who this is for. Please start being courteous. I know that I do my best to be as courteous as I can after showing somebody's property, to go ahead and fill out the showing feedback email you get, because as agents we get the easiest kind of feedback request. We get an email. It's multiple choice. It's a very simple thing to fill out, and it takes about 30 seconds. So make sure, again, communication between buyers agents and the buyer itself is a big part here. Take the time when you go outside with your clients to go over what they thought of the house. Buyers, take the time to have this conversation with your agent. We're all just trying to sell homes and get people into new homes here. We all have the same goal. So I think we need to start working together a little bit more. As for the homeowners who are getting a little bit agitated, and I know I have homeowners in particular that go, why aren't they getting back to you with the showing feedback? They are getting the emails. They are more than likely getting the phone calls. Your best bet is you can always ask to have all of the feedback forwarded to you. Again, it does happen that sometimes we're unable to get the feedback. The best thing you can do is always make sure you truly take a good look at the feedback that you do receive. But also, if you're in that situation, take a look at what homes are currently gone under contract and what homes have recently come onto the market. That's going to be your best way to gauge on how your house falls in line with the rest of the competition when you're not receiving the feedback. So the end result and the point of today's blog is, let's all get together and start providing each other with some feedback. I go on a lot of expired listings with people whose homes have been on the market and did not sell, and I ask them what kind of feedback they've received, and they say, well, none. Homeowners, if you're working with a listing agent and you've never received feedback from any of the showings, that is a red flag. It does happen every once in a while that we're not able to get all of it, but you should be receiving some sort of feedback. Not always via the email request. I many times have to chase down real estate agents on their cell phone and get them to answer those 5 simple questions. But again, let's start providing each other with feedback and get some of these homes sold. I hope everybody has a great week, and I will be back here again in a week giving you another video blog. If you have a specific topic you want covered, please make sure that you either email me or give me a call.